Jeremiah Moko's Positive
Yeah.
Past podcast here. What episode are we up to? We're up to episode 6 today. We're just with the little homie Q. He's got a fucking good story behind him. He's been through a few shit. Well, fucking some pretty big shit. But just get him to talk about the things that he's been through, shit he's seen and whatnot. And, just fucking see if we can use the story to help out anyone else going through some bullshit. So I'll just get you to introduce yourself real quick, G.
Kia ora whanau, Quejay Hoare.
What are you doing at the moment now? Like, because, obviously, like, most people are fucking working and shit, but,
Yeah.
you
So
don't got no
I,
mahi at the moment.
I was getting back to, ACC was sort of, they got me a whole lot of therapists to start with, and that was sort of helping me, with my physical therapy, my mental therapy, and they were getting me back to a stage where I could either go back to work or go into study.
Yeah.
And the COVID hit sort of just as we were branching into that episode, so it's all kind of been on hold since then. So I've just been stuck at home doing absolutely nothing, trying to clean up, trying to walk my days away.
Yeah, hard Because what would you get up to during COVID,
Oh, bro, just try to do things around the house, try walk as much as I can, try to get out of the house as much as I can, and then play with the kids, really.
Yeah, because where would you go walking? Would you go walking down the driveway or down into the paddocks?
Yeah, bro, because exactly that, bro. Like, where I stay, I'd have to drive, like, because I stay down Stillwater Road, but not all the way down the bottom, like, sort of on Spur Road, but at the end of Spur Road. So, as long as I can really walk the driveway, because the driveway is about, what, maybe a K and a half?
Bro.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Man, that's a whole road for a driveway, G.
Pretty much, bro. Pretty much. But yeah, I can walk on that a couple of times, and then maybe I get to about the letterboxes, and then it starts to turn into like road and other roads, and there's no footpaths that I can walk on, so it's kind of a bit dodgy to walk around there. So other than that, I'd have to drive, to I think the closest beach is Ottawa. But yeah.
You jamming heaps of Netflix and shit?
Oh, bruh, I watch all the movies, cuz like starting to watch the TV shows. But I've been feeling that stand-up comedy game. I do just sitting there laughing to myself.
Hey, taking one-liners to use on people at parties and shit.
Exactly that, my bro. Just to be that funny, dude.
Crack up. But yeah, no, fucking, because, bro, people are probably sitting here like, what the fuck? Why is he getting, like, therapy and fucking doctors and shit involved? So we might as well fucking dive into that, talk about the old fucking accident. Because I know that you fucking had that little, what was that little show that on TV, on Moldy or on TV3 or TV1 or something? The Hoare. Bro, how was that though? Because that would have been pretty intense, bro.
Yeah, bro. So it was so intense, I couldn't even watch it. I still haven't. But But like, I watched bits and pieces of it, but the gist of it really was I was going to Deep Hard and Funky with my bros. We just left the bros 18th, and the driver was, I'd say, a little intoxicated, but it was all good. And we got out to, I think it was just after town, going out south. I forget what the place is called, but yeah, we just got off the motorway, G, and we were supposed to be stopped turning right at a red light.
Yeah.
And we were stopped, and then I think the bro just may have wanted to go or something, but the bros got the camera footage because there was cameras on the lights.
Yeah.
We were going about 5, 10, maybe 15 k's max around the corner, and car hit us maybe front left side.
Yeah.
Didn't look too bad. We all got out the car, pushed the car off the road, and then apparently we all ran away. Police officer found me unconscious and lethargic, his words were.
Yeah.
And found me at the top of a walkway put me back in this police car, drove me back to the crash site. They all just thought I was drunk and intoxicated because I was lethargic, could barely even speak and whatnot.
Yeah.
So my best friend Kalen stuck me in an Uber back to his house, and they went on to depart in Funky. They didn't get back till say 4:30, and they couldn't find me in the household, so they freaked out. Took them about an hour and a half to find me. Where they did find me, man, was in the back seat on the floor of my car, face down, with my eyes closed, just frittering, foaming at the mouth. So they rang the ambulance, and the ambulance come through. They checked me out. They opened one of my eyes, saw it was bloodshot, and they must have instantly known that I had brain bleed. They rushed me to North Shore Hospital. I got there at 6:05, and then they transferred me to Auckland Hospital. Got there at about 6:35. They said if I had got there anywhere between 9:30 to 10, I would have been cut, dead.
Yeah. Fuck. That's fucking intense as fuck, though. Hey. It's just so crazy how shit can change so fucking quick, bro.
Exactly, my man. Exactly. But
you know,
we all have a good time, and then
bang, bro, just like that, bro. You know, and like obviously, like talking to the K in that, you know, back in the day, you know, like a lot of the boys did take on like a lot of the, I guess, like the blame, you know, like they almost felt like it was their fault somewhat, you know.
That, but I just wanted to make sure to all my boys that see this, it wasn't your fault, my bros. I chose to get in that car. It was on me, my brothers. It's on me.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, bro. Because it was pretty heavy, bro. And like talking about, you know, that fucking
exactly, bro.
the interview with the Hoare, bro. Like, I haven't watched like the whole thing or anything, but I went over to Zeke's and Kay's one time, bro, and they had it on in the lounge, bro. And I probably watched like 10, 15 minutes of it, and I was like, fuck, bro. Like, that's pretty intense, you know. Get you in the fields and shit, you know, being so close to home and like watching you like grow up and shit like that, bro. You know, from a young buck, I was just buzzing out. I was like, fuck, that's intense, bro. But I thought you always sort of like would have like a bounce back, bro. You know, I don't know. I always felt like there's always going to be something about you, bro, that you're always going to bounce back some way, somehow, bro.
But I've been trying it, but this COVID is just keeping me locked down, my man. Like, you know?
yeah, bro. But like, you know, just in terms of just what state you were in compared to what state you're in now, you know?
I feel like that has been definitely a massive bounce back, bro. Like, I was in a bed, but like half of my body was paralyzed. I couldn't open my eyes. I couldn't talk. Couldn't walk.
What was there like a stroke type of something?
So when I had the car crash, they said that my brain had hit the front of my head and made half of my brain bleed. So when that bleed started happening, that shut half my body down, pretty much.
Fuck.
Yeah, and when I was at ABI, their job was pretty much to help me get all the strength and mobility back into that.
Yeah. Because what is like there any way to like get blood back in there that you've lost, though, like into that side of your brain? Or do they just like just drain it or let it?
Bro. They said I was at a good age. Well, I was, of course, that accident is never good for anyone. But I was at a good age to have had that accident because my brain can take my brain was at the age where it can take that sort of impact, and the cells in the brain that die, it can make new ones. So those paths that are now broken, it can now form new paths and make new paths to get to that same place.
Yeah.
And the therapist always said that to me. Just make sure everyone knows that at some point you will come up with the answer. It just may take you a little while longer to get there.
Yeah.
And I guess that always has been happening. Like with my walking. Like it took me a little while to get back to walking. I'm still unable to run, but I can somewhat jog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like yeah, with everything, it's sort of taking me a little while to get to it. Yeah.
Yeah. But at least you're getting there, bro. That's the main thing,
Exactly,
bro.
my bro. Exactly. Everyone's always said that about me, though. Like I've been the person that's always been sad because he's not there, but I always make progress. I'm just sad. I'm always sad that I'm not there. If you get me?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Because, like, I can remember, like, sort of when you're, like, I guess, like, had come past, like, the crash a bit and you, like, had your walker and shit, and I'd see you at, like, parties and stuff, bro. Like, even then, like, just seeing like your progress within that short amount of time, like it's almost like you could tell
Yeah.
that you're going to somewhat get back to like your normal self, you know. But it would have been fucking hard work to get
Yeah.
to where you are, though. Like now.
Oh, bro. Like I can tell you this, but it definitely hasn't been easy on me, and bro, on the biggest on my family, bro. My mother, my
Yeah,
stepfather, my auntie, my cousins, but all of them, bro. This whole household, they've had
yeah,
me so much, bro, and I thank them so much for that.
yeah, yeah, bro. Because you have to have like a fucking good support system around you, bro, to be able to
Yeah, bro.
accomplish the
I
things that
gotta
you've
say
accomplished so far.
that was one of the yeah, like that was one of the best things I've had with this accident, bro. Was the support system, my
Yeah,
family, my friends, bro. When I had the accident, the hospital floor packed with people that knew me,
yeah,
and like I didn't even know that many people, but apparently I had touched that many people. Like, yeah,
yeah,
I met QJ at a party, or yeah, I met QJ out at the beach, or
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
shit kind of touched me to get told that I had packed out a hospital floor because bro, those floors are pretty big.
Yeah, bro, hard. Bro, those waiting areas are meant for heaps of people, bro.
Exactly, bro. Like vending machines and that.
Yeah. Bro, but like that's the thing is like, you know, even since young, bro, you've always been like a you know, like a good as little fucking dude to be around or just to see. You've always been smiling and laughing and you know?
That's it, bro. Like no one wants to be around a sad sack.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. But like
No one wants to be
even
around that
before like your
negative.
accident and shit, you know, before your
Yeah.
accident, bro, and I just seen you fucking young as, bro. You know, even then you're still cracking up, just full of life, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like a little light G just running around, just lighting everyone up, bro. So it's not
Pretty
surprised
much, bro.
that you've touched a lot of people along the way and why you had such a big turnout for, you
Yeah.
know, the day it happened or
I just try to get everyone smiling, bro, because what is this world without people smiling, bro? Like, you
yeah.
know, it's no
Hard,
fun with
hard.
this world is not a place to be lived in without fun and happiness.
Yeah, yeah, fuck yeah, bro. And like the one of the best things that I've noticed, like you know, even over the weekend, is that you know, like even though all the bullshit that you've gone through and seen and shit to where you are now, bro, you still that same crack up, big smile, always on the yarns, always good vibes, bro. Because like a lot of
Yeah,
people who probably went through your like through the shit that you went through with the crash and shit, bro. A
yeah.
lot of people fold, bro. A lot of motherfuckers fold. They fall into a deep depression, bro. They fucking just want to throw their lives away. Like nothing's ever gonna be the same again, bro. And like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah. I gotta admit, I've gotten to those low points, bro. But
yeah,
I've had to look back and see see what I do have, you know, see what I
yeah,
because I've always looked at what I've lost, what I don't have.
mm,
But at the end of that, I start to look at like when I get real low, I start to look at what I do have, the
yeah,
friends, the family, the love. All right.
mm,
And to be
yeah,
honest, bro, some of the memories I have wouldn't give it up, cuz.
yeah, yeah. Hard, bro. Because like that's the thing, bro. Is like one of the biggest things that fuck a lot of people up, bro. Is just hanging on to the bad times shit. You know, You know, like they could have been at a mean ass party, had the meanest time, and then something happened right at the end, and all of a sudden they've forgotten about all the good shit that's happened the night, like during the night. But you know, all of a sudden, fuck that night, bro. That fucking night was shit. Even though everyone's seen them laughing and cracking up and having a good time, you know. So it's like people tend to hold on to like the negative shit or the bad shit. And I think, bro, like for a lot of the people out there, like it's almost like they're holding on to it, you know, to find like the sympathy from people. You know, they're like, look at me, look at what I've been through, you know, feel sorry for me, love me, you know, tell me that I'm a good cunt kind of shit, you know. But you know, with you, bro, it's been completely different, bro, and I've noticed that, you know. I've noticed that you don't let it get you down, bro. Even though you're not where you want to be, you know, you still got a lot of work to where you want to get to, but you still just accept that you've come so fucking far from, you know, what you were before, bro. And like a lot of people should be taking away more of that positivity and injecting it into their lifestyles, bro.
Yeah, bro. Now I fully get you. I fully get you. Thank you, my bro. Thank you.
Yeah, nah, you fucking done well, bro. That's for sure. And like a lot of other people probably told you throughout the time, you know, that you've fucking been doing a good job and shit.
Yeah. Like, bro, I got to the point where everyone was telling me I was doing such a good job, but I thought they were lying to me. Like, I was just like, bro, I'm sick of hearing that. Like,
yeah. Yeah, but it kind of gets overwhelming like that, though, eh? You know, like especially being like a moldy boy, moldy man now. You know, like it's not often that we get told that we're doing good or that we're doing really well or that we're something special and shit. So like when you do get told that, it's kind of like fuck off. You know, like what the fuck?
like,
you know, stop it, bro.
Don't lie.
I don't need that bullshit. But you know, really, you know, it's because we're so like cold hearted to like the good shit, bro. That you know, we need to start learning on how to accept like the compliments and shit. You know.
Hey, I feel that, dude. Hey.
Fuck, I could just imagine, bro. You would have had it so much that it would have just got annoying, yeah.
But hey, it got daily, like 4, 5, 6 times a day. It's everything I did. Ow.
Where were you staying when like all the accident and shit unfolded? Where did you do like most of your time recovery and shit?
So I was staying out at Swanson, out at ABI, the ABI rehabilitation, and I think I was supposed to be there for about 8 to 12 months. I was only there about 6 months because I couldn't not have my family stay with me.
Yeah.
But at the same time, my family couldn't afford to be traveling from the Hibiscus Coast out to Swanson every day.
Yeah. Fuck
and it wasn't just my family; it was my partner at the time too. Like she gave up a lot for me, and I do thank you for that. I've never actually thanked her in person, but yeah, I thank you for that because she gave up all of her study at the time and everything.
Yeah.
But my mom, I gotta say, my mom gave up a lot just to get out there, gas. But she got a couple of tickets speeding her ass out there too.
Yeah. Because how do you find like the whole like rehabilitation side of it, eh? Like the whole like learning how to walk and talk and shit like that, and bro, because it would have fucked your head up a lot, bro.
But fucked me up hard. Like learning to be able to talk again, bro. I wasn't able to eat for about a month and a half after I woke up. So that was the 2.5 to 3 weeks I was in hospital, and then a further 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks when I got to ABI rehabilitation. All they were feeding me was fruit puree.
Fruit puree.
That's
puree.
right.
That's a bit of a tongue twister.
Yeah, it's country. And jelly, dude.
Yeah.
It's rude.
Fucking hell.
I remember crying to my mother one night. I couldn't even talk at this point. I was just like, I was spelling words out on a pad with like A to Z.
Yeah.
And like yes, no. I was spelling it out what I wanted, and I was literally crying. All I was spelling out was food. Yeah. So I remember she went to McDonald's at like 11:30 and went and got me a McChicken. And I come back, bro. I couldn't even talk, couldn't even open half my mouth, but bro, I demolished it. It
just chewed through the pain, G. Chewed through the pain.
But no, there was no pain, G. Like, it was just not moving.
Just couldn't move it, G.
But I was munching, that bagel was gone. And then, yeah, after that, the day after, she made the nurses and that give me a food test because I was like, she said, there's no way he's feeding him puree and jelly anymore.
Yeah.
He can eat food. He wants food. Give him food.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember the specific day they moved me from puree to food. And that's where I got to say, I got a lot thicker, eh?
Fuck. Bro, as you do.
Age, I used to be a scrawny little dude, G.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, tiny. Bro, scrawny. Fuck. Yeah. Cause fuck, bro, yeah. So like, what would they just fucking like walk you through like the rehab side of shit? Would they be fucking holding you and trying to like move your legs and shit for you? Or?
Yeah, pretty much, bro. So how it started was like they'd give me you know those like poles that you see at in the dance classes at school, the ballerina poles.
Yeah,
they'd give me like one of those on each side, and they gave me this belt thing. They're like so a nurse and my mother could be on each side, and they'd like pull me to stand.
Oh yeah.
I'd just be trying to get my leg moving to be able to take those steps.
Yeah.
And that's how I went from a wheelchair to a four-studded walker, like an old people walker, to a crutch, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah, because how long has it taken to get to the point that you are now, bro? Because I know the crash was a few years ago now.
Well, I've been up and walking without a stick for like a year now, but since the gym and that hasn't been open, I haven't been exactly able to get back to running. Like I can now jog thanks to physio and the gym and whatnot, but I'm still unable to run due to the gym not being open, the physio not being open, and me not being able to afford a running thing. What are they called?
Treadmill.
Treadmill, that's the one, yeah.
Yeah. Because what did you like? How do you do with like your speech and shit? Like your speech impediment that you ended up having?
At the time, I so I had a couple ways going about this. I had a speech therapist lady that every time I went to go see her, she would try to get me into a conversation with her, and then she realized at the time that I had taken to a big liking to food.
Yeah.
So she used to take me up and take me to like say Wendy's or Burger King and say, you can get whatever you want, but you have to order it. So that got me back to somewhat talking. I mean, I wasn't fully spitting out proper words, but like I think the person behind the other side of the mic could understand what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I think.
How much do you want that baconator, eh? How much you want that baconator, boy?
Exactly that, mama.
Yeah.
And then another one was my physical therapist. Every time she would take me to the pools out west to help me get my legs back to flowing, like because they would put me in the water and just give me the kick.
Yeah.
To see if I can get power back in my legs. But every time she would take me out to the pools, I would have to sit with her in the car. And I remember the first day I did this, I got in there. I couldn't do anything, but I could move my hand. And I still remembered what radio stations or what. So I changed it to 95.8 because I rate flavor.
Yeah.
And then, I remember this specifically.
Yeah.
Specifically. Snoop Dogg came on. I started spitting it, Jay, and like she hadn't actually heard me talk before, but certain verses I could spit like a good 2-3 lines, and she was just amazed at how clear it was. And she's like, okay, this is something we have to get him to do. We need to get him listening to music to be able to repeat these words that they're saying.
Yeah.
And yeah, she started using that as another one of my speech therapy things. So that went quite quickly.
Yeah. That's fucking mean,
I
G.
gotta say, yeah, it was easy as. Because
Yeah.
it was easy as too. Because I've rated old school hip hop. Like 90s hip hop has always been my favorite. So
Yeah.
when that started playing, it's got a whole lot of words in the song. So
Yeah.
if I could spit those words, she was saying that it's if you can say those words in the timing that the song
They
has
spit
them,
it. Yeah.
yeah, if it fits, his speech should be getting good enough to talk. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Bro, that's a
and that's
fucking
I
mean
guess
way to
how I
do
was.
it, eh?
Yeah,
Fucking hell. Like, like when I think about it, bro, like for speech impediment, like that could be the fucking best thing for it, because, bro, everyone, everyone watching this, everyone who's not watching this, bro, everyone has a song that they just fucking rate that they're fucking SNOOPDOGG, like, bro,
yeah.
there's just shit that everyone like gets out of music, bro, and there's something so important in music, bro, that fucking
We can
ultimately
fucking talk
heals
about.
us, bro,
Yeah,
heals us, bro. And it's good how they use it as like, healing for your
mm,
speech and getting you to like just be able to pronounce your words and shit properly.
yeah.
Bro, that's fucking odd
And
as, bro. Because I actually haven't heard of anyone, fucking
no,
using
my
music
therapist
as
probably just
therapy.
thought of that in the car, dude. She just heard it and okay, we can use this. But
Yeah. Bro, that's mean. It's just one of those things that was sort of just meant to be, eh?
exactly that, bro. And I think
Yeah.
that's again why my speech has gotten so much better over time.
Mm.
Like,
Mm,
I used
mm.
to be slurring all the time, all the
Yeah.
time. I remember
Yeah.
when Kaylin, I'd be trying to sit there and have a conversation, and he'd be like, "What? What? Are you say it slower?" Eh? Like, oh,
Nah. We'll just leave the convo at nah.
pretty much. We'll just leave it at that. Like,
Yeah. What was
yeah.
the probably like, like obviously there would have been fucking heaps of um what do you call them? Heaps of I guess like roadblocks or challenges like within your process of rehab. Eh? What do
Mm-hmm.
you reckon like the hardest thing with rehab was for you?
At the time, being away from family and friends, being away from people that
Mm,
I didn't know, because
yeah.
at the time I did not want to be alone at all. Even when I was at the hospital, my family would have to leave to go home, go to sleep and whatnot. And I
Yeah.
remember just waking up in the middle of the night, my hands tied to the bed because they couldn't have me moving around in the bed. I couldn't
Yeah.
move. I was freaking, brother. I was freaking.
Yeah. Bro, you would have felt fucking like you're going insane, bro. Strapped down, tied down, and fucking,
Exactly that, bro.
like still there inside your body, like your mind
Yeah,
to soul was still in there. It was just your physical state, bro.
yeah, bro. And the reason they tied my arm to the bed apparently was because I tried to pull out all the cords and stuff.
Ah, bro, that's why they're fucking tying you down, G.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need to be here. Like, let me out. I want to
Bro,
be with
but
the boys.
like that's the thing is like, at the time being so young, because how old were you when you were in the crash?
I just turned 19, 18, 18. I turned 18. It was July 2018, just before my birthday. My birthday was that October.
Yeah. Bro, and like, just being that young, bro, and not, obviously not going through anything like that previously,
Yeah,
it would have just been
yeah.
hard for you to understand in the moment, what the fuck was going on and how to deal with everything and shit.
Well, it was heavy, bro. Right. I got to say, it did get a lot easier to like from then to now. it has gotten a lot easier, but bruh, for the first I gotta say 3 to 6 months, bro, my mind was just starting to come back.
Yeah.
Like I was
Yeah.
so lost, bro, so lost. And then on top of that, I think it was I got out of the hospital and come home from ABI in October that year.
Yeah.
Everything past that point, my life was just going downhill from there. My girlfriend at the time left me. My whole family was just having mad domestics.
Yeah.
I had no way to get anywhere. I had nothing. It just felt like my life was going nowhere, going down fast. But little by little, I slowly got back.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Bro, because, like, yeah, that would have been hard as fuck, you know? Like, just to, you know, on top of, like, you know, all that shit that you just said, but not just that, but still dealing with trying to process, you know, the state that you're in and the fact that you're having to do all this, like, relearning on how to be yourself.
Exactly that, bro. Like,
So it's just
on top of
layers
that,
on
I couldn't
layers,
even
bro.
walk when I come home. Like, I
Yeah.
was still in a 4-legged walking stick and whatnot when I got
Yeah.
home. And then on top of that, my mind wasn't even functioning properly, so I couldn't figure out why things weren't or were working. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was so lost, bro. And it took
Yeah.
me a little while to finally come back from that. And I gotta thank all the people that gave me the time of day to be able to come back from that. Cause yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't exactly easy, mother. And I gotta
Yeah.
say, I did say some weird and fucked up things to certain people that I am sorry for, and I didn't mean to say. It just
Yeah.
come from a weird place that was
Yeah.
fucked up in my head.
But that's the thing, bro. It's like, you know, like, even I know that, you know, for people in the moment at the time, you know, talking to the ones I knew, they had never, you know, dealt with anyone who had gone through a traumatic accident like that. So even for the people around you, it would have been hard trying to process the new
Yeah,
Q,
bro.
you know, the new
Yeah, bro.
QJ. And just, I
Exactly
guess,
that.
having that hope that you're going to get back to the Q that you're meant to be, you know,
Yeah,
instead of this lost fucking all over the place fucking
exactly,
Q.
bro. Exactly. I think a lot of people did stand off when I did come back because of that, because of me not knowing what and how to do just normal everyday things. But
Yeah.
since I've slowly gotten back to being, a part of normal society, a lot of the
Yeah.
boys have, sort of come back, I guess,
Yeah.
if you would say.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Bro, because it just would have been like a fucking hard situation to be in, bro, because,
Yeah, bro, I can definitely see that, bro. Like,
you know, because, like, I know for myself, like, you know, with family members and shit who have gone through, you know, similar stuff like you, bro. Like, I've got a cousin, Woggy, who stays back down in Hastings, down in Rarika there, and he was in a car accident like yourself, bro, but he came off a lot fucking worse, you know. He's full pretty much cabbage now, you know. He's just in a wheelchair. They had to get the government in to, like, revamp the homestead because there was too much stairs and shit, so they
yeah,
had to get ramps built in and shit like that. But it's hard when, like, you know, for your boys it would have been hard because they loved you so much, and knowing what you were before, it
yeah,
would have been fucking hard to see you in that state, bro. Like, I know for myself that if I seen one of my boys in, you know, that state, bro, I would have been fucking hard. Like, it would have been hard on me, and I don't know what I would have done, bro. I might have, like, started distancing myself, you know, just because I didn't want to
exactly.
deal with the pain.
One of my bros, like one of my good bros now, bro. He when I come out of hospital, he had to start distancing himself because it was hurting him. It was hurting him
Yeah.
to see what his boy had become.
Yeah.
So he thought he'd step away for a little while and just to let me get myself better, and then bang, came back.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, because it's a hard situation, bro. Like, even for yourself, it would have been hard for yourself because, on top of wanting the support from the brothers, and then them being, like, too scared or in too much pain to, like, see you, it would have fucking been a bit harder for you,
Yeah, bro, it was definitely hard, bro, but I gotta give thanks again, bro, to the one person that never left ever since I had my accident. Caleb.
Yeah.
Never went away, bro. I even gave him the privilege to be able to just straight up tell me, bro, you're being dick. Bro, you're being this, you're being that. Like, because I gotta say, at some point, I need to be told what I'm doing is wrong. I need to cut it out.
Yeah.
Bang, straight away. Because even sometimes now, but I don't fully understand, like, know. So it's always good to have those breathers there just to, hey, nah, G, hey, calm down. But,
Gee, that's a real one, G. That's what that is, bro.
My one.
That's a real one, bro. Because, like, like there would have been a lot of your friends around that, they sort of would have been your mates, but they would have sort of gave you a bit of pity because of the state you're in,
Well, I even had family that did that, But
yeah,
my boy.
Yeah. But, like, they'd let you get away with shit just because they think that you're a bit fucking buzzy, Where, like, it's good that K kept it solid, bro, because it gave you the indication on the path to get back to the old you, the Q that wouldn't do that shit, the Q that doesn't say that shit,
Yeah. He's been my boy since we were like 560, so.
Yeah, bro. So it's just one of those fucking real ones, eh?
Yeah,
bro. And you need those motherfuckers, bro. Yeah. Definitely.
Life is a lot harder when you don't have those ones around.
Yeah, bro. But it also just keeps you fucking on the right path, bro. You don't stray from yourself. With that bullshit that people were letting you get away with. That's not cute. And everyone knew it was, but
that was a big
but they'll let you do it.
Me, that's not you. That's not what you do.
Yeah, and it's good that can acknowledge that he's been one of the ones to sort of help you get back to your old self.
Yeah, I gotta say him and the bro Nathan, dude, they've been big helps. Him, the bro Nathan, the bro Jay, fuck. So all my boys, all my boys have been big helps.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, all the elder breathers.
Yeah, bro. Because, like, even for the older ones, bro, like, it was out of it for us because like, we look at the youngins like they're like our little brothers, bro. Like our little homies, G. So it was even hard for us to, like, see you go for that, even though we weren't as expressive, because we're the older ones. We're well, feel like we need to hold a bit more of like a staunch stance, around you young bucks, so you guys know who the older ones are in the room and shit, So, like, that's like when I'd, like, see you at the parties and shit, I'd be like, bro, fuck all these cunts, bro. Fuck, you're all good, G. Bro, if you want to have a drink, G, have a fucking drink, bro, because that's what you do, G. Like, if you want to do that, bro, that's you.
You big too. I'll always have respect for you too. Ever since the Cedar Terrace trap, G, first boy passed in the top pile, dude.
Fuck, bro. And, like, that was one thing too, is like, like, back then, that sort of, like, would show fucking what kind of mind state I was in, thinking that, it was all good going around infecting all the youngins with this and that and fucking, bro, try this or whatever. But now I look at it, I'm like, fuck, I wouldn't do that shit now. There's no way, like, if there was a person that wasn't smoking, I'd be like, bro, don't fucking touch that shit. Because I touched that shit. You don't need to fucking do that, bro. But, like,
don't do this, not leave it.
Yeah. But, like, back then, I was a little fucking bit of a fucking idiot out the gate, bro. Yeah. But, bro, I'd rather you fucking be on the fucking broccoli instead of fucking downing your throat with, like, fucking liquor and on crack and shit, you know?
Yeah,
Bro,
straight
broccoli's
up.
way better than all that
Like,
meth and fucking alcohol and fucking MD and shit, G.
even like liquor, dude, just not like the odd beer every now and then, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Just getting absolutely totaled is just no fun to me no more. Like,
Nah, bro, no way.
nah.
Yeah, cause fuck, bro, like, you know, one thing you were saying to me on the last time I seen you is that, you know, like, you wanted to not just come on here, you know, to like help out, but you also wanted to get into like some branch of mental health or helping out or social working or something like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what made you
But
want to
I
get into
really,
that sort of shit, bro?
ever since I was young, even before my accident, bro, I've I've grown up like in my life. I haven't exactly been the wealthiest person, bro. I've
Mm,
grown up with little hoodlums, bro. I've grown up with boys now that are gang members, patch members, got tats on their face and all.
mm.
I've seen people that could have been so much more than they were if they were just given the same options, the same things that every other person, every person even up here is given.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they were given gangs, drugs, violence, and everything else as an easy
Mm,
option. And that's what they took.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I feel like if they had have had those options given to them easy, like the gangs and the drugs and shit, that they could
yeah,
be more. And I want to be,
yeah,
I want to be there to be able to give them those options.
yeah. Yeah, that's fucking onto it, G. That's the one, and that's what we need more of, bro, is people like that, you know?
But I just want to, I want to get up every day and not feel like I have to go to work. I want to get
Yeah,
up every day and feel like, yo, who the fuck do I get to help today, G? Like,
yeah, yeah. Hard, bro.
because yeah, I could be broke. I could be broke living in the shack, people. As long as I'm helping people, bro,
Yeah,
getting up every day ain't exactly a problem.
yeah, yeah, bro. Because like that, you know, it fucking there's like that. There's like an old law or something. It might be one of Newton's law, but you know, you project what you receive what you project. You know, so if you're
Yeah,
always fucking, you know, helping people out and just being kind and being a good cunt to everyone, bro, you're only ever gonna get that shit back. You know.
exactly. What goes on comes around, my G.
Yeah, hard all day, bro. And you know that's what everything good and bad, bro. You know, if you do some
Yeah,
dumb shit, bro, some dumb shit's gonna happen to you. And I know for sure,
exactly,
bro,
bro.
that shit fucking happens because I've been dealt my fair share of karma, bro. Definitely. So,
Exactly,
you
bro.
know.
As have I, bro.
Yeah, yeah, bro. So it's definitely just trying to keep that positive, I guess like that positive train going on the tracks, bro. So it's just constantly
Yeah,
moving and always going forward. But like, you know, while we're on like the mental fucking health side and social working stuff, what would you want to look at like getting into? Like what sort of departments or you know, would you want to be like more of a social worker where you're, you know, got cases and you're dealing with different families and kids, or would you want to, you know, start up like a mental health project or some shit like that? Have you
yeah.
thought about it
That's
much?
it. I'm sort of. I don't exactly know, my bro, because I want
Yeah,
to be on that social working side, but I only
yeah,
want to deal with the youth.
yeah, yeah,
And I wanna be able to start a mental health foundation within that.
yeah,
Just a place for the young people to be able to come and offload their problems and figure out an easier way or a better way to get to where they think they need to be.
yeah, yeah, hard, bro. Because like I feel like that's what a lot of us youngins, you know, tend to not have much around us as people to guide us in the right directions, bro. You know,
Exactly,
obviously,
bro.
like
Like,
as you know, for like a lot of Māori families, especially, you know, we've just been living this generational curse of, you know, either fucking on the benny or just living like a 9 to 5 for our whole lives,
yeah,
and you know,
bro.
not, I guess, just being like suppressed to like a certain level of being. When, bro, we've all got the potential to be something else. You know, we've all got the
Yeah, I
potential.
fully understand. understand that fully.
So, bro, and like that was for me too. Like I fucking
yeah.
I
feel
wouldn't
that.
say like ever since I was young, I was keen to get into like mental health because at the end of like when I was young, bro, mental health wasn't even in my head, bro. Like life didn't seem too fucking shit until I grew up a bit, started actually like understanding the shit that was happening, shit that was going on around me and shit. That's when shit started fucking with my head, bro. And
bro,
like experiencing like the first suicide that was close to me, bro, is like when I lost that person, I made a fucking promise on their grave, bro, that I was gonna fucking brother Kingy, bro. I was gonna fucking. I made a promise to him on the day that we buried him, bro. Like the whole dramatic fucking, one hand, one knee, no one around me. It's just me and him at the grave and shit. And I like, made a promise that eventually I would fucking get into some sort of mental health thing, whether that be a social worker, whether that be a mental health project, whether it be a therapist or something like that. I knew I was always going to be something to do with mental health. And then fucking life caught up with me. All the karma started unfolding. Everything turned to shit, bro. And it's only like just recently, like within like this year, that I've had this fucking massive just awakening, bro. And like, with this podcast and shit, is that I had like you, bro. I didn't even know. Like I literally just had like a day, like a fucking buzzy day at work. They were talking about COVID and shit, and like all these fucking cases and shit. And I was like, fuck that shit. I was like, fuck COVID. COVID ain't shit. The biggest fucking pandemic we face as a fucking nation is the fact that we have so much motherfuckers dying to suicide. That is the biggest motherfucking pandemic we have. I was like, fuck this COVID shit. And I was like in the office with my bosses and shit. And they were like kind of looking at me like, holy fuck, like, is he gonna fucking about to like lose his shit and blow up? And I was like, like you guys keep on talking about these mandates and fucking wearing masks and shit. I was like, fuck that shit. There's more important shit that we should be thinking about and dealing about or, dealing with. So after like that's fucking whole like verbal diarrhea at work in the office with my fucking bosses and shit, I just fucking went down to the beach, yeah. I just went down to the beach after mahi. I was sitting there watching this chick and her son, fucking run around the beach and, just have a good laugh, bro. And I was just fucking, I felt like everything was just coming down onto me, bro. I just felt like I just hit this point in my life and I was like, fuck, today I need to start making a change, And in that moment, bro, I was just fucking, in my head, it just clicked, start messaging people, start messaging different mental health companies, random Instagram accounts, random Facebook accounts, shit like that. And I just started messaging people until I couldn't be fucked anymore. And I was probably down there for like a good 45, just messaging people, bro. And then like throughout that week, that's when like the idea for the podcast came to me, and then I started getting other ideas, like shit with giveaways and fucking family packs and fucking everything else, everything else that's going to be coming in the near future or, in the late future, I should say.
That's me.
But it's one of those things where you just got to like, just jump into something, Like I feel exactly the same. I had no plan, no idea what the fuck I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to do something with mental health. And then I just fucking jumped into it. I was like, fuck it. I'm shit as at talking on camera. I'm shit at opening up. So why not blend those two things and jump on camera and open the fuck up? I was like, fuck it,
Might as well, dude.
Might as well, bro.
Yeah.
But it's definitely, like, and for yours, bro, if you wanted to get into that sort of shit, you've got a good story to tell, that will be able to connect with a lot of people on a different level than the average,
Yeah, no, I fully get that, G. Like this, one of my physiotherapists that I'm working with, she has a daughter. She's how do I put this? I'm with her. She's a lady that's helping me work on my full well-being, my Māori tikanga. And she has a daughter. Her daughter works in social working in that Māori side. So I was supposed to be going to do day-to-day work with her, like just day to day, go and see what she does, learn from her and whatnot. But then bang, this whole COVID thing happened. It's like gotta shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm just waiting on that, dude. I hope I get to touch some souls, or at least get some souls get touched. Like
Yeah.
that makes me laugh right there.
But bro, like,
just see some people's lives be changed.
yeah.
See what can happen from the job. Because I guess that's all I really want to do and make out of being the social youth worker is just to be able to change lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's the only thing that's worth doing, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own sort of thing, but I feel like this is mine,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, bro. And if you like do have that feeling, it means that it is what you want to do and it is what you should do,
Exactly.
Like if you even have a little bit of a fucking flame in there, fucking pour some gas on that bitch, bro, and let it fucking overtake you, and just fucking go head first into it.
I've been wanting to do this before my accident, and I've been told that even that is a big enough inspiration to want to do it, to should do it. But I'm just stuck at the moment. Now, I guess since this whole COVID thing has happened, being stuck is the worst feeling in the world, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, because I can relate to that, or like a lot of people will be able to relate to that, bro. Like wanting to do something, or they've had plans for their future, and then COVID's hit, and it's just put a whole stop to fucking everything, But at the end of the day, like it doesn't need to stop you, like you might not be out there in physical form, out there helping that chick with the cases or searching around, bro. But you can still be on your phone and shit, researching shit about, therapy or researching shit about social working and.
At the moment, I'm fully trying to hunt, like on the mad hunt, just looking for anywhere I'm able to sign up or call, just to be able to find out what I'm able to do to get into studying that or working alongside someone that does something along those lines,
Yeah. Yeah, bro, because like, I mean, before all this shit, I had no thoughts of wanting to be like a therapist, but like over the few months that have gone past, there's just been like little hints and shit of therapy or becoming a therapist popping up into my life kind of shit. So I've been kind of wondering if I should fucking listen to these signs and maybe jump into like a course, or I don't know, even like an online course or something to like learn some shit around therapy and social working or some shit. Because I feel like we need to utilize the COVID, like that was one big thing for me was like, like the first lockdown, last year, bro, when we were in it in April or whenever, bro, I was just fucking dumb country. I was just fucking movies, blazing, eating, working out, fucking, I was just doing fuck all. I did fucking nothing, dude. I was just trying to pass time, but then this year when COVID hit, bro, it was completely different, bro. Like my whole brain and everything was just on another level, bro. And I was just like, got mad into like studying like history and trying to figure out where the fuck we came from. Started like looking at the first civilizations of Earth and, like going right back to the very Beninging, in the Beninging, in the Beninging, bro, like way back to the very start, bro. And then, over time, I've just been trying to learn certain shit, to help change my perspective on shit, bro. And like since getting into like studies and shit like that around, I guess studies around like spiritual awakening and shit like that. It's definitely helped me change my frequency, bro. And like, now I fucking vibrate at a higher level and shit. Just the way I think about shit, the way I look at shit, and it's just fucking one of those things that a lot of people look at the COVID time as like a roadblock to what they actually want to do. But
Yeah.
in my head, it's like it's not like the roadblocks are forever. Once the road's finished, they take the roadblock away and you can drive back on it. So within that
Exactly.
time that you're waiting, you might as well try gain as much knowledge about the shit that you're about to get into before you get into
Exactly.
there,
Yeah.
just so you're a bit more equipped to, getting into
Exactly.
it.
Exactly. Because you don't exactly want to know nothing about where you're potentially going or gonna have to
Mm-mm.
be.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And like one thing that I picked up on before when you're talking about like the whole like get your mentality a bit
Yeah.
stronger.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
strengthening your mind and shit. Well,
Yeah.
how have you or what have you been doing to strengthen that sort of shit up?
Well, she was first helping me figure out who I was and
Mm,
what I thought was wrong with me and what I thought the
yeah,
problem was. And then she got me to figure out who I wanted to be and
yeah,
what I wanted to do with my life and
yeah.
where I could some point see myself someday. And then
Mm,
that's how the whole social working thing come around. And then just so and so happened that her daughter works in social working, so
yeah, yeah.
wasn't that a fluke?
Yeah, bro. No, it's never a fluke, bro. It's always
Exactly, my bro.
fucking
It's never
meant to
fluke.
be, bro. It's meant to be. You're meant to see that lady that day, and you're meant to have that conversation, bro. Because like
Exactly.
at least it's got the connections there. Like you said, it's just waiting for the restrictions and shit to drop, so you guys are able to jump on the road in the
Yeah,
cases together,
yeah.
bro. Because like, yeah, like one thing that I took away from that fucking answer that you just said, bro, was there'll be so much people out there, so much of us that are just walking around, thinking that we don't know who we are, thinking that we're lost. Because like I actually had this conversation with Zeke, and I like went straight over to his house one day after,
Yeah,
like when he was still here, went back,
yeah.
went over to their place after Mahi, bro, and I just hit, bro. I was just like, fuck, bro. For ages, dude, for ages, I've been asking myself, like, who the fuck am I, Who the
Mm-hmm.
fuck am I? Because I had been, like, in my head, because I had shifted around so much when I was young, I was like, who the
Yeah.
fuck am I, bro? And I was just trying to figure
Exactly
it
that,
out, and
my
it was
brother.
fucking my head up for ages, bro. Because I was like, fuck, I'm nobody. I'm a no one now, because I don't even know who I
Exactly, my
am.
brother.
So how am I meant to be someone if I don't even know who I am, And it was
Hey,
fucking
dude.
me up, bro. And then while I was at work, I had like this epiphany. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, I know exactly who the fuck I am, mate. Just like everyone else knows who the fuck they are, bro. Like, I am Two Roy Jones from fucking Hastings, bro. And I fucking paint boats for a living, Just like you're QJ,
Hey,
you're exactly who you are, bro. Like,
I'm a humble
like,
homie,
we
dude.
all know who we are, bro. And it's just like we choose to ignore ourselves a lot of the time, trying to.
Exactly that.
But I think it's the reason why we do that is because we're not happy with who we are and we're infatuated with the person we want to be. And because we're
Yeah,
not that person that we want to be, we all of a sudden feel lost, or like
exactly.
unwanted, or we feel like less of a person because we feel like we're a hollow shell just walking around.
Yeah, I fully get that, dude. That when we get, and I feel like when we get to those points too, instead of feeling lost and you know broken, all
Mm.
we need to do is just be able to find the options and the ways to be able to get to where we need to be and want to be. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Straight up.
oh, I got to admit, I spent so long just stop. I felt like my life had pretty much just been put on pause because
Mm.
I pretty much just stopped myself from moving in life.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, like that, it sort of just hit me one day. I was like, I need to, I just need to figure out what I need to do to get to where I want to be. Otherwise, I'm gonna be stuck here forever, and being here
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Hard. Bro, being in that state, bro. Sheesh. Fuck, it's a
Even
fucking hard state, bro.
even just the smallest little changes, bro, make the biggest difference.
Hard out, bro. Hard out, and like, it's just fucked up, bro. It's fucked up because I know that a lot of people will be fucking thinking the same shit and have experienced the same shit that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
But even going for a little walk helps so much to clear the head, just to get out of your problems, you know?
Yeah.
Get out of your thoughts and just mind blank. Look at the grass, look at the sun, look at the sky. Like,
hard. Fuck yeah. Because it takes your mind off, like, the bullshit for a second, bro.
Exactly that, brother. Exactly that.
Right, because that's definitely one thing that I notice, like, when I'm training or when I'm running or something, you know, like, everything just fucking distracts me from what I was thinking about before the run, bro.
Exactly,
you know?
bro. Exactly.
Like, I might have been having a bad day or whatever, or questioning, you know, like, the process of certain shit that's unfolding, or, you know, and then while I'm on the run, you know, I'm like, fuck, no way trees are that green. Fuck, no way there's parrots down in fucking Manly. Like, you know? It's just like, you know, I just fucking buzz out, and it's a good distraction just to get out there, soak up a bit of sun, you know, just fucking breathe some fresh air instead of walking around wearing these masks, suffocating yourself all the time. It's like, fuck. But like, you know, and that's the thing, like, one of the main things that people or humans run off, bro, is like energy. And bro, that's why they say that, like, you know, getting a bit of sun's the most important thing, because it almost like recharges our body. Obviously, like, too much sun's gonna fucking leave you with some melanoma and shit. So don't be like, you know, out there fucking being an idiot about it, you know. But just getting like a good, like, 20 minutes to 40 minutes of just a walk or a run or something physical outside to get your daily dose of vitamin D or whatever the fuck vitamins you get from the sun. It's so good, bro. Not just for you, but for your mental health, your physical, you know, just your whole just being, bro.
Why do
yeah, fuck yeah, bro. But nah, that shit's the fucking one, I reckon. Is just that getting out there and walking, bro.
Bro, just being out in nature.
Yeah.
Good for the soul. Recharging. On.
Yeah. Nah, that's fuck yeah. But you know, with the whole like social work side of shit, would you be looking at going into like a certain sector? Like, you know, because obviously there'd be like, you know, like kids that are dealing with drug and alcohol abused parents, or there'll be like kids that are dealing with, like, you know, being touched or something like that, or there'll be like kids that are, you know, like family violence, or, you know, have you thought about what sector you'd want to jump into?
Well, I definitely don't feel like I could deal with the kids that are being touched, because I just get angry and want to get good parents.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, fucking
you fucking save our children, brother.
Hard.
But nah, I really do want to get into the whole family or child abuse and the whole drinking around the children thing. You know, drinking drug and alcohol with children.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think it'd be good. I think I just feel like it'd be fulfilling, life fulfilling, I guess. Yeah.
Right, and I also fucking picked up that you mentioned when you're talking to that lady before, that she was helping you reconnect with like your Māori side, and like, you know, reconnect with your tikanga. You know, I want to dive into a little bit of that with you, G. Like,
so
what's your thoughts on it?
She gave me karanga timata, karanga fucking moitunga, I think, and karanga kai. So it was opening prayer, closing prayer, and food prayer.
Mean. Yeah.
And then she gave me a general mihi mihi.
Yeah.
And then she gave me a list of whānau goals and whatnot. But
yeah.
She always just she gives me shit to just sort of, I don't know how you put it, sort of not learn, but like
reconnect
brush up
yourself.
quickly on my Māori.
Yeah, yeah.
And then once I can sort of get onto doing that, once I start going to day-to-day work with her daughter, she's going to look at me going back down to my marae, where I'm from, which is Matata, just outside Whakatane.
Yeah.
She's gonna see me back down there to I'm supposed to be going to sit on the par with the elders, and they're gonna teach me or talk to me about us, where we're from, and everything about our Māori whānau, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll just been waiting for that time, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Because what, do you reckon that there's like a big disconnect between Māoris or Polynesians that disconnect us and, you know, put us into this, I guess, like this mind state where we're lost there, you know? I think one of these contributions to being lost is the fact that a lot of us are disconnected from our tikanga, our tipuna, you know?
Exactly
All that Māori side of us, bro.
We are so disconnected from it because the generation before us and the generation before them, they pretty much, when they went to school, they weren't allowed to be Māori. They were taught it was wrong to be Māori. So they had pretty much forgotten all of their tikanga, where they had come from and everything, unless they were born and raised on the urupa with the whānau. So it was either one of the other things. And a lot of the whānaus that were raised on the urupa still stay on the urupa. And yeah, I guess they would have branched out a little bit, but the ones that lived in the cities have branched out hugely. And a lot of New Zealand doesn't know about their Māori side like they should, or doesn't even know about their indigenous side like they should.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just wrong. I feel like no matter where you're from, you should always know who you are, you know?
Yeah. How do you reckon, you know, like that disconnection affects people mentally, eh?
Oh, bro. Hugely, bro. Hugely. So, I've met people that started acting out just because they thought that that's what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
As a person of that race, just they thought that's what they were supposed to do, so that's why they started acting out. It only took them 3-4 years to realize that not everyone in this race has to stop being an idiot.
Straight up, eh? Yeah.
Out the gate, bro.
And like, fuck yeah, that's the big thing, bro, is that because we are disconnected and so disconnected from our Māori side that, bro, we buy into these white man fucking ways, but we like adopt them as if they're our own ways, bro, you know? Like, all these like you know, all these drugs and shit, all these fucking gangs and all this fucking raping and shit and all this pillaging of our own people and shit, bro, that wasn't us. Like, it might have been, but it was for different reasons, you know, because like the white man was the ones who brought all the liquor and brought all the fucking meth and the cigarettes and all this shit that you see moldy people so deeply addicted to nowadays, you know. And bro, and like that's the thing is like, you know, we're told that that's how Maldives are, you know. Nah, Maldives are just fucking pissheads, bro, you know. Why do they gotta drink for 5 days straight after someone's passed away? You know, shit like that. And I'm like, bro, it's because that's what we've been told, you know, like back in the days and in the I don't know, like before the white man came, you know, like we might have still had these 5-day tangies, but it would have been family sitting around, you know, singing, having a good time, you know, just in nature, you know, they might have been like, you know, like the Samoans and stuff. We might have had like a moldy kava. It was made from natural resources, you know. It was made from the land. You know, we didn't have fucking liquor. It's not like back in the day they were fucking getting pissed as and then scrapping each other on Christmas. On fucking, you know, scrapping each other at birthdays. You know, they probably weren't out there fucking getting smashed and on the shit for their fucking baby's first birthday, you know, shit like that. But it's because we've been taught and told that, you know, that is how we are. So we've adopted these ways, and it's just fucking us up.
We need to let that go as people.
Yeah.
Just
we just need to reconnect. Yeah. Well, it's not even see another way. It's go back to our old ways that we know benefit us the most, bro.
Exactly that, really, yeah.
You know, because we would have been safe as before, you know, fucking Captain Cook and shit turned up, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, not saying that like bad shit didn't happen back then. Obviously, you know, there was still mini wars or fights and shit over land, or you know, a few fucking ended up sleeping with someone from the wrong fucking marae or something like that, you know? Like shit like that still happened, but you know, we didn't have fucking cunts getting shot up all the time or getting battered in the head with a bat or getting stomped out by 13 motherfuckers or you know, we didn't have that sort of shit, you know? Like it's just changed us as not just as people or individuals, but as a whole race of Māoris, bro. We're all changed. Like in one of my earlier podcasts with the bro Corey, you know, he said like we are descendants from warriors, bro. But when you look around, how much warriors do you see? You know?
Exactly, my brother. Exactly. Like, hey, and that right there kind of makes me think back to that movie. My people once were warriors.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro. Man, that's one of the most iconic fucking sayings of all, bro. Fucking old Beth, bro. Auntie Beth, bro. She's wise, she
is, really.
Yeah. And like, you know, just that movie itself is such a good depiction on the average Māori lifestyle. Once we're warriors, bro.
Exactly.
Like that's what every Māori, probably what every Polynesian's life is lived like at some point in their life, bro. Is, you know, the garage parties with all they're not even your aunties and uncles. They're just your fucking parents' mates, but you call them your auntie and uncle. You know, shit like that, bro. And just the whole, you know, like, bro, the amount of fights I had seen at Christmases and fucking birthdays and New Year's, as you know, like just like you would know, bro. And like, you know, I'd go see my family and shit, fucking watch all that shit unfold, and then I'll come back to my white friends, and they're like, "Bro, how's Christmas and shit?" And I was like, "Bro, you know, on Christmas Eve, you know, my sister had a fight with my cousin. They ended up getting locked up. On Christmas Day, bro, there was a massive brawl because fucking blah 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 did this and blah 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 did this, and now my auntie started talking about the like past and shit, and then." Yeah, on Boxing Day, bro, they were still pissed as, and I think the liquor just got to them, and they all just started scrapping, you know.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Fucking hell, straight up," and I'm like, talking to them as if like it's normal, standard. You know, it's normal, you know, and they're like kind of like, "Whoa, what the fuck? No way that shit happens." I'm like, bro, every year.
I was lucky because right throughout primary and even when I started high school, there was a group of brown kids. We weren't all Māori. Some of us were Islander, some of us Māori, some of us were even just white kids that wanted to be brown.
Yeah.
But yeah, we would all get together and shit. And bro, our little stories that we used to tell sounded so much alike. But when other people would tell stories, oh wow. Families like even some of the Māoris, like even some of the Māoris would be sitting over there with the white kids, like
straight up, especially Māoris up these days anyway, bro.
Bro, I remember right through primary and high school, G, there was a couple of Māori girls, G, that acted like full-on white girls.
Bro, now look at all of them act like that. Nah. They're like all walking around, white girl wasting.
But now the white girl wasty or white girl picker.
Or they're either moldy girl wasted and they're just keen to scrap.
Scrap, keen for the rumba.
Bro, look, eyeing up the littlest white girl at the party. Yeah, fuck, she reckons she's hot air. Fuck, I'll fucking, I'll fucking smash her face until it's not,
But like, crack up ass saying that one white girl just comes up lethal ass.
Yeah, hard, bro. Bro, you gotta watch out, bro. There's some fucking tough white girls out there, bro.
Yeah, because they know that the white girls gonna try to pick on them.
Like, bro, like, I don't know if I should fucking put this in or whatever, but I'll tell you anyway. Like, I don't know if you heard, but like, bro, we had a party bus scrap out on the shore one night after. I think we had gone out to Ferguson's. We went out to
Yeah, dude, I remember hearing that.
And bro, and like some fucking shit happened. We're driving in the what's it called, like the shuttle. And then the bro Matty B, he needed to fucking vomit, and he was sitting in the front, and he was just like, bro, you need to pull over, I'm about to spew, like, once I'm gonna vomit all through your shuttle. So the shuttle driver pulls over, whatever, Matty jumps out, starts taking a piss and vomiting or whatever, bro, and then he just gets blindsided, whack! Bro gets dropped into the van, and then we all fucking jump out, and like, in the shuttle, we've got all the boys like Coasty, fucking Haz, Zeke, Putty, fucking, just all the standees, bro. And then we had all our girls and shit as well, like Alicia, Eve, and like Georgie, and fucking my ex at the time, and I think there was someone else in there, but. Bro, we jumped out and we started scrapping the dudes that dropped Maddie, because it was just like, fuck the shore kind of shit. Not anymore. Like nowadays it's a bit different, but back then we were like harder, like fuck the shore, and they're like fuck the coast, whatever. So like we started like fucking brawling out, bro. And our girls, they jumped out and they started fucking scratching, pulling hair, bro. Like Leash, bro, she had like this dude by the hair. She was like uppercutting him and shit. And I was like, bro, like, how girls, bro. They're like all little white fucking things, but they were out there, bro. They were throwing hands, they were scratching, bro. They're like spinning them in circles, bro, by their hair and like tossing them down fucking like banks and shit, bro. Like they were out there, they were in it amongst it, bro. I was just fucking buzzing out, bro. Bro, just gotta be a bit careful with those white girls, bro, because like they just come across little white innocent, when really, bro, once you see them for who they really are, bro, they're little demon things, bro.
Little demon things.
Bro, white girls, bro, little blue-eyed demons, bro.
Hey, bro, hey.
What do you think you'll probably look at, like, making plans and shit around like a proper plan for your, I guess, path or process into the social working side of things?
Well, I have tried to make a start, like with the whole social worker and that. I've been waiting for her, but because I've tried to go do my own thing. Like, I've tried to look around to see where I can study and whatnot, but they seem to hold off and wait on the study, because even if I go into study, they might have more stuff for me to do, so I won't have time to do the study. So it'll just be a waste of time me signing up. But at the same time, it's like, how long are you guys gonna take to actually get started with this? Because it's been about 2 months now. I'm waiting.
Fuck yeah. And what have you been looking at? Now. Yeah, bro. And like that's the good thing that I see within you, bro. Like, like even when you're young, G, like I don't know if it's just a thing that I have like with Maldies, bro. But whenever I look at like a young Maldy boy, bro, I always see a piece of myself in them, And bro, like even like now, like just listening to you during like this convo and shit, you're like me, like I've got no plan. I've got the passion though, I've got the passion. I've got the fucking passion for change, bro. and I'm just running with it, you know? I'm just running with my passion because at the end of the day, that's the flame that's burning, bro, is my passion for it, you know? It's not like I'm in it to, like, make money off people or, you know, try get fucking famous or nothing, no bullshit like that, bro. It's literally just like what you want to do is just help motherfuckers out, bro, who are going through some shit, who could probably help me deal with shit that I'm going through, you know?
Because we're all gonna get to the same place at some point anyway. So why can't we all move together,
bro? And that's another big thing that I said to my cousin. So I had my cousin on the last pod, Jazz, and she gave me a call after she watched the pod, and we were just talking and shit. And like I was saying to her, I was like, you know, like one of the main things for me is that, bro, I've lost some motherfuckers along the way. You know, I've got friends, family, grandparents, aunties, uncles, whatever, bro, and they're all up there. You know, they're all up there, and you know the way that I was living my life before. Bro, there's no way I was fucking getting in those gates, bro. You know? There's no way I was going to be able to catch up with them. You know, there's no way, bro. There's just no way in hell. So, like, when I started making this podcast and trying to make the change and help with the suicide and the mental health side of things, bro, like, for me, this is just a chance to cement my spot up there, bro, you know? I need to be able to make sure within myself that I cement a spot to make sure that I can catch up with those ones that I miss so much and you know my loved ones, bro, you know, and I think that's what we all should be working for. Like you can't just fucking walk around life doing shit and not expect to work to get in there, bro, you know. Like once God feels like we've done enough or whatever, like I'm not even fucking spiritual, bro. I'm not even a spiritual person, but you know, like you don't have to be spiritual to know that there's a higher something else,
or
you know?
in higher power,
bro. Definitely, and like you know, I know that with all the bad shit in the world, there's definitely a devil, bro. You know, so there's gotta be a fucking god if I believe in the devil, you know, type of shit. So it's just, you know, I feel like we all need to start making changes into not just making ourselves better, but making ourselves better in order to be strong enough to help other people, you know, become stronger. And, you know, it's like, just, bro, that's the only way to get in, I reckon, eh? It's to fucking be helping out other people, bro, and trying to change lives.
Careless shit, G. Careless shit. Do for others like you would do for self.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. And like, you know, like the other old school saying, you know, treat people how you want to be treated, you know?
Cause shit, but life lesson, I remember hearing on this one stand-up comedy, and it kind of made me laugh. But this one dude told his son a life lesson, and this life lesson was only 2 words, or 3. Don't be a cunt. That's
yeah.
it. Don't be a cunt.
Straight up, eh?
It's a life lesson, bro. You just don't you just don't be an asshole to people. People won't be assholes to you. You help someone out, someone's gonna help you. Like, a lot of it has to do with, I think, karma, bro. Like, because, bro, karma. What I think, bro, in my life especially, karma has a lot to play in life. You do something bad, bro, something is bound to happen bad to you.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Something from somewhere. It may not be now, may not be in a couple of weeks, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah. Straight up, bro. Definitely, bro. Definitely. And like that's one of the biggest things like you just said is like, you know, like do good shit. You know, like if your life's in a shit place right now, it's probably because you've been doing a lot of shit things to people.
Exactly.
You know?
If your life is going shit, go out and just carelessly do things for others. Because no doubt, while you're doing those careless needs for others, your life is bound to get better somehow.
Yeah, straight up.
You might find money, someone might offer you an opportunity, you might even find a dog. But it's all good shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, bro. And like, I think, you know, like a lot of us feel lost and shit because we feel like we don't know what we're meant to be doing or what we're meant to be aiming for, or what we want to do with ourselves and shit. And I reckon like for everyone, bro, for everyone, the one thing that we're all meant to be doing, bro, is just helping each other out. You know, that's one thing that we all need to have in common, as like
Exactly.
as humans, as a race. You know, is like we should all be doing shit to help each other, build each other up and shit, and I guess not tearing each other down all the time, because like life by itself will tear us down and fuck us up. You know, so why do we need to be doing it to each other?
Yeah, fully, G. I fully and 100% understand and feel that fully.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck. Like, why walk in a line like a trail of ants when we can walk together as a unit?
Yeah, fucking A. That's a good one, bro. Fucking nice, man.
Nice, yeah. They're fully off the top of the mind right there, dog. Yeah.
But yeah, bro. But fuck, bro, because like, yeah, and like I said earlier, that's one thing that I want to, cement as my spot, so I can catch up with the
I
homies,
feel
catch up
that,
with my
dude.
fucking
Feel that.
brothers and fucking
Feel that.
sisters and whatever else that have fucking gone before me,
I hate you. Hey.
And it's just like, yeah, I feel like a lot of people just walk around feeling lost and shit because they have nothing to look forward to or have nothing set in place to,
Yeah.
like, you need to have goals, bro. You need to have something to look forward to be able to
Exactly,
work
bro.
towards.
Even if they're only the smallest goals that you complete in what? Like making a
Yeah.
bed, even getting out of bed,
Yeah.
going
Fuck
for a
yeah.
walk. The smallest goals can be the best things for a person with no aspiration. The small goals can amount to something, and then one day that small something can eventually get bigger.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, bro. Because a lot of people just, I think that's the biggest thing, is that, that whole lost aspect of everyone is that there's so much people walking around feeling lost, like they don't belong or like they've got nothing going good for their life or for themselves, bro. But it's because they don't have any goals set out, eh?
Exactly
Like
that, bro.
you need to have something to work towards, or else you are just
Exactly.
gonna be walking around feeling like this fucking shellless fucking person of a human,
Because you're not moving anywhere. You're
You,
staying still.
bro, staying still, bro. You're not, like even if it's fucking working out, reading
Yeah.
or studying or fuck, I don't know, bro. It's
Exactly.
anything is gonna be good for your mental and just for the way that you feel about yourself. Because once you hit that goal, whether it's big or small, you're gonna feel good about yourself.
Exactly. And that little dose of serotonin coming out in your brain, making you feel good about yourself, is all you need to get on to the next thing to make you feel even better about yourself.
Yeah, bro. And like one thing that like I came across like this I guess like this metaphor, like quote kind of thing, but it was just, I guess, explaining it in a way where, like when you like see videos of people and they're freaking out in the water, they're fucking thinking that they're drowning, they're swimming up and shit, and everyone's like, "Yo, what are you freaking out about?" Like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh my god, I'm drowning! I can't swim! I can't swim!" And then they're like, "Stand up!" And then they stand up, and then the water's only
Yeah.
like waist height or something,
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, what the whole thing of that is that, for a lot of the times we just are stuck in the same spot. We're not thinking of things that are gonna help us stay above water,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, so like people are fucking like thinking that they're drowning and shit and thinking that life's fucking getting on top of them and dragging them down and suffocating them when all they have to do, bro, is just stand up. The reason why you're freaking out and feeling like you're drowning and shit is because, like you said, you're stuck in the same spot, you know? If you're swimming in the same spot, you're going to start getting tired. Your arms are going to start getting tired. Your legs are going to start getting tired. And then you're going to
You're gonna
slowly
drown.
start going down. But, if you have a goal to get out of the water, you're going to stand up and you're going to realize that that water ain't even deep, It's just the only reason why it's
Exactly.
deep is because you've been in the same spot freaking out with no plan on getting
Listen,
out, you know? When all you had to do is just say, you know, while I'm fucking drowning in the deep end, my first goal is to fucking put my feet out, you know? And then that's when you realize that you're actually not in the deep end, you're in the fucking shallow end, you know?
Exactly. You just needed to fucking stand. You needed to do something to motivate yourself to just get you out of routine of doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because that routine is so easy to get stuck in. So
Fuck
easy.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Gee, I was just happy to come through and tell my story and get to chat a little bit about what the brother about, you know, what I was going through and the whole mental health side of shit. Yeah, I was happy, G. I'm all good.
Well, what's your final messages to the world or to everyone who's going to see this to help enlighten them or, you know, just help them get through that dark patch that they're going through right now?
Well, I got a couple of things actually. So, for anyone that is, you know, looking for, always looking for help.
Yeah. Or just, you know, just looking for a bit of enlightenment or anything,
yeah,
bro.
if you're looking for like, if you're looking for anything, any type of enlightenment or anything like that, you can always go to. Or I think just don't be a cunt. Gotta live by do nice things to others, even if you don't want to, because no doubt that is bound to come back to you, without a doubt. Don't be a cunt.
Yeah. Straight up, eh?
Straight up, just don't be a cunt. Don't be mean. Don't be hateful. Love everyone. Love thy neighbor.
Hard.
Love thy homie. Shit.
Nah, well, fuck, bro. I want to fucking thank you for coming on and just talking a little bit about yourself and the shit you've been through, bro. Because I know that a lot of people are probably going to be able to take a lot away from this, you know, especially knowing what you've gone through and then seeing, you know, the happy chap you are now, bro. You know, it's going to be able to,
Well,
you know,
I hope
give people
someone
that.
can. I hope someone can take something.
Bro, they definitely will, bro.
Yeah. I hope someone gets like anything from what I have said. Turn on the radio.